Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Hump Day. We got July 20th here, and not on a lot on the economic news releases today, just basically one report. And then, as I mentioned, the big things this week, we got some headline news we really kind of keep an eye on. So we'll get into that here. So let's start off with the economic news release scheduled for today, and that is basically your existing home sales. The previous month, back in May, we had 4.81 million homes that were still in existing sales. We were kind of expecting an uptick with it, being that seasonal, but actually we had a drop of down to 4.77 million. So not such good news, obviously, on the front of home buying and stuff. That as we've been seeing more from a lender side of things, we've been seeing a drop in the mortgage applications. I am seeing, however, from personal side of things, seeing a lot more pre-approval. So maybe that will get uptick here very shortly. But lately, it has been pretty slow for housing starts. So what does that mean? It could mean that home price could come down a little bit more. So those who haven't refinanced, you're kind of pushing the edge on the equity. You may want to get that taken sooner than later than thinking that rates are going to drop, because if rates do drop, you may not be able to refinance due to equity and the lack of equity on the problem, or have mortgage insurance. So those are some things to think about. Now, folks, I'm going to try to run a little poll here, if you guys would bear with me. And if you see a poll pop up, please go ahead and answer. I'd just love to be able to see what your opinions are. On some of the sites, this is posted quite a bit, different sites, they don't allow it. So basically, I just want to know what your thoughts are on why people aren't buying homes. So there's a couple questions on there, and if you could be so kind as to take 2 seconds to answer it, and you can see the rest of the video, greatly appreciate it. So we'll move on right now to the headlines. And basically, the stock market's mixed. We got some really light trading going on here. The Dow and Nasdaq or S&P were down, and Nasdaq was up a little bit. So, but they weren't that far off. Um, Yesterday, we had a kind of a rally that got sparked by Obama had mentioned that there may be a plan on the deficit reduction. So, it kind of sparked a little late rally in the day yesterday. And then, keep an eye on the progress of the debt ceiling talks. We're getting to the 11th hour, so to speak. We need to get this resolved this week. Otherwise, there could be a very good chance of having a default on it, which could be, have some significant effects on everybody involved here. So this is something that we really need to watch. We need to get resolved. Unfortunately, like everything, it seems like politics get in the way of things. So love to be able to see them just put that aside and actually take care of the people for a change. Also, to keep an eye on the summit in Europe, as we've been talking for a while now, we've had for just over a year all these debt issues going on, from Greece to Spain to Portugal. Now Italy's being mentioned, Ireland and stuff. So a lot of these countries, there's been talk. Yield, as I mentioned yesterday, their yield spreads kind of dropped a little bit, so or yield premiums. So the cost of borrowing kind of dropped a little bit yesterday, which is good for them. But so there's some optimism over there. So hopefully, keep an eye on that, see if there's some good news that pops up out there on how they're going to resolve it on their side over there. And then also congratulations to Apple on their great earnings report. That's kind of what helped the stock market out. As we've been seeing all these other negative news, Apple had some phenomenal earnings reports. My only question to them is I wish they would start using Flash so I can go on to other websites that use Flash websites. So that's my 2 cents. So some Apple lovers may not like that comment, but oh well. So let's move on to the interest rates and bonds, see where they're moving. As we said yesterday, we had a huge rally. I expected maybe go up a little bit, but I didn't expect to see it go up that much. We closed up actually about 47 basis points yesterday, so it's pretty high. And we started off a little bit lower, but now we're about even. So interest rates are about the same as yesterday, or depending if they did price for the improvement yesterday. If they didn't, it'd definitely be better than yesterday. So we got better interest rates today. Interest rates are a lot better. So, all right, folks. Again, if you guys are home buying or shopping for a home or looking to refinance, consider me. I can do the mortgages in California here. I can, so feel free to give me a call. You can reach me through my website at californiamortgagetips.com. You have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you tomorrow.